Hi, I'm Matt Neal. I'm the International Brand Ambassador for Uncle Nearest Premium Whisky. I've lived in London as long as I can remember, basically came straight out of university into bar work. I did it to support a different career, but soon found out that bar work for me was the best and most amazing thing that I could have possibly done. So I've worked in a fair few bars in London and some of the outlying cities. I've helped open a couple of restaurants and a couple of cocktail bars. Uncle Nearest is a Tennessee whiskey. It's the first whiskey to honour an African American. Uncle Nearest was the slave that taught Jack Daniel how to distill when Jack Daniels was a boy. As soon as Jack Daniel grew up and had enough money to open his own distillery, he hired Uncle Nearest as a free man and his mentor to perfect making whiskey. And together they perfected the Lincoln County process. The Lincoln County process is filtration through sugar maple charcoal before going into the barrel after distillation, and it's the key process that makes Tennessee whiskey and not bourbon or American whiskey. I love the London cocktail scene mainly because of the diversity in the actual scene. You can get anything from a fun party bar through to a 5-star hotel and immaculate service, and it's a city that doesn't sleep. It's fantastic. I've chosen these as London classics because I think they show what a London cocktail culture is. This is the Espresso Martini. It's a fun drink. It's created by a gentleman named Dick Bradsell, who's no longer with us, but he used to work at a bar called the Pink Chihuahua, and it just says everything that's London. It's up all night, it's fun, it's great, and it's a bit of a nod to party culture. Then we've got a gimlet, which is a gin cocktail. London's famous for its gins, and it's a beautiful classic, really, really simple and elegant. And the last one is an old-fashioned. Now this one sort of shows where London cocktail culture is going, sort of bigger flavours, more spirit forwards and more complex. I love the way London's going at the moment through sustainability, through making individual ingredients for their cocktails. There's a break culture here that all talks together and all the bartenders get along and they actually sort of work together to create this huge scene. Today I'm going to be making a twist on a whiskey sour. This is called the Greener Colada because Uncle Nearest's actual name was Nearest Green. So we're going to start with the 1884 small batch whiskey. This is a 7-year-old Tennessee whiskey. We're going to use 40 mils of the 1884. To this we're going to add 40 mils of fresh pineapple juice. Please don't use stuff from concentrate. If you do, it's just not going to look as good. The flavours will be all weird. To this we're going to add 15 mils of lemon juice, 10 mils of Monin coconut syrup. You can use any coconut syrup, but Monin's the most widely available over here. 2.5 mils of normal sugar syrup. This is a 1:1 ratio, 1 part sugar to 1 part water. And lastly, 2.5 mils of maraschino. This is Maraschka, the brand I'm using, but you can use Luxardo if that's what you have in your bar. To this we're going to add ice and shake. We're going to double strain this into our rocks glass. And the final thing, we're going to add a single dash of Peychaud's bitters. And there you have it, the Greener Colada. Cheers.